Well, I just got a package and I am super excited. So let's see what's in it. So these are the fiery red 7-inch LED driving lights. Vic Offroad sent these to me to do a review on. So that is a disclaimer. They have not paid me to say anything about them. So this will be a genuine review, but just need to throw that out there. So let's get into this. These things are massive. I mean, these things feel huge. They are, looks like solid aluminum with a nice stainless steel bracket, all stainless steel hardware. They have a, I believe in the center is like a projection kind of area. And they also have, I think, a ring around it that's supposed to be like a driving light. I'm not sure if I'll use those or not. And then they've all got, they come with really nice weather sealed connections, it looks like, and some awesome little plastic clips. And these things look like they're going to be really, really badass, honestly. Yeah, the quality seems just fantastic. We've got, obviously, the two lights. Got a bag of hardware, mounting bracket, nice stainless steel bracket. Looks like this is a rubber damper or pad isolator for the lights. Another bag of hardware. Looks like this is the same, except for the other light. And then we also have a bag of wiring. So this is cool. So this is a nice long cable. Oh, cool, it's got a switch with a on-off indicator. Oh, and it's double-sided tape on, which is awesome because I haven't drilled any holes in my Ranger yet to mount switches, and I don't really want to, so this is actually going to be great. Has a connector for it, so it can be unplugged. Very cool. So it has a fuse and a relay built into it. That's great. So all we have to do to hook it up is going to be power and ground. This is great. A bunch of wiring stuff, 2 bags of hardware, 2 stainless steel Allen keys. Yep, these look pretty cool. Alright, so these little plastic clips actually looks like they sit on these little recessed areas for the brackets. So it looks like it's isolating the light itself from the bracket, which is cool. And then the bracket also has this rubber isolator, so they should be very resistant to vibrations and stuff like that, which is really cool. Now, I'm going to do a little pre-assembly on these before I take them outside. This is all stainless steel hardware too, which is exactly what you want for lights that are getting exposed to all the elements. Bolt, lock washer, flat washer. Nice. nice. These brackets line up perfectly too, which is nice. Used a lot of cheap lights in the past, which the brackets never quite line up, so you have to always kind of flex them around and bend them until they go where they're supposed to go. So that should be good. Obviously the one bolt to hold it in place and the other one to allow some rotation. Some cool little cutouts for style. I'm gonna take these outside and let's go through the install on them. But before I get started, let's go over a few items you'll probably need for the install. Luckily, most of it is included with the lights, but I also used a Phillips screwdriver, a 17mm wrench. You may also need a 14 or just an adjustable. A piece of nylon air hose to snake the wire through the firewall opening, some electrical tape, zip ties, and don't forget to wear your super worn old dirty sweatpants. So, I whipped up a little bracket for the to mount the lights, and I'm letting the paint dry right now. So while that's happening, I'm gonna get the wiring all hooked up and put in place. It comes with this big harness. They make it really simple. So basically, I have relay and a fuse, which need to just be mounted somewhere, or velcroed or taped or whatever. And then I've got a power wire, which will run to the battery, and then this guy, black wire straight up to ground. Then the other side, this one will run into the cabin. So we'll stick this through the firewall. That will plug into the switch, and then the other side will run right up to the grill where the lights will be. And then these just plug straight in. All right, this is the path where this needs to go. Keep it tucked underneath here. Make it nice and neat. And we'll tape this guy together. Just give this a little tape here. Hoping this will fit through that opening. One thing I can say about this is it would be nice if they made this connector a little bit more compact, because this does require a fairly good size opening in the firewall to get through, which is can be pretty restricting. So I'll now go to the front and pull this through, hopefully. Kind of feed this on up there a little bit. All the extra wiring I'll tuck inside the cab. Look at this nice little feed down here. Yeah, what I did before is I ran a cable direct from the battery to this little block here. So normally I would be connecting this straight to the battery terminal, but instead I'm going to just connect it to this little screw I have here because it's just an extension of that, and then same thing with the ground wire. So, and then these cables run over to the lights. So I've got to figure out a route to get them over there, and luckily there's a nice big opening right behind the headlight over here. So tuck them down here. Okay, so I got my cable run down underneath and behind the headlight, and then over around the intercooler. And this is now the connector for the left light, and then the right one is over on that side, which you can't see on camera. So now I just needed to hook this up to power and ground. That one is in place. Now, the ground. Okay. All right. The connector is pulled through. So I'll run this up underneath the panel. Stick my switch on, probably right in here. Tuck it behind. All right, and that plugs in there, and then it should work. Actually, I don't know if you can see that, but off and on. Beautiful. I got my bracket all mounted up here. Hopefully you can't see it. I tried, I mean, it's definitely there, but it's all painted black, so I'm trying to make it blend in as much as possible. And now it's time to connect the lights. I'll still have to go back at some point and try and connect this, the daytime running light ring around the edge, at least to see what it looks like. So, just simply plug that in, tuck the wires back behind the grill. Now, the sprocket, just go right here, actually, right there. So that's one. Okay. All we have to do now is tighten the nut on the bottom. Obviously, we'll need to go back and aim these. Tighten up these. I think that's it. Let's go see if they turn on. That looks like they work. Okay, so I've come out to this dirt road in the middle of nowhere, and I want to do a little test on these lights. So for reference, this right now is the normal headlights on the Ranger, but I consider them to be pretty good lights. They are probably the best headlights I've ever had on any vehicle that I've owned so far. So this is them. This is the brights. Definitely a big improvement. There's the brights. Let's see. This is the little fog lights I added a while ago with the yellow covers on. They don't really do much other than some surrounding. And here we go. This is now the spotlights. So, I don't know about you guys, but I am pretty damn impressed. So again, right now I'm driving on just the stock headlights. And here we go. Here's the spotlights. It's like another world. Off, on. I think I could definitely still use some adjusting for them. I'm trying to kind of swerve around so you can see how far they actually travel. Yeah. Not bad though, huh? That's without. On. off.
I also want to take a second to talk about the light pattern from these. As you can see, there's a very visible square pattern in the center from the projectors in the middle of these lights. They definitely seem like they're providing most of the long distance light down the middle of the road, and the rest of the light seems to be pretty nicely spread out, providing really good peripheral lighting that isn't picked up as well on camera. Overall, I have to say I'm quite impressed with these lights. The extra visibility is going to be incredibly helpful if I end up on the trail past sunset. Also, the install was super easy thanks to the included wiring and versatile mounting brackets. Thanks to Vic Offroad for sending these to me, and thank you for watching this video. There is a link to these lights in the description if you're interested in picking up a set for yourself. And if you like this video, please let me know in the comments. And if you haven't yet, I'd appreciate you subscribing to this channel. Thanks so much.